protested the war in Vietnam. I was at Woodstock, and when we left Woodstock that Monday morning, on the 18th of August, it was like stepping off a cloud, and we've been falling ever since. My first poem is called Dissident. During the Nixon dynasty, we dressed like hobos. It was cool to be a beggar and live off the street. Panhandling was an occupation. On a good day, you could eat. The workless wore work shirts and worn out jeans. An American flag patch on your ass made you in tune with a generation that didn't give a damn what you looked like, only what you be. It was cool to be radical, dramatic and tactical, scheming against the Mongols who knew what was going on. When we closed the books, the anti-war demonstrations and dean office occupations were student entertainment. Because when the nightsticks were thumping, the young lions ran. The war never aroused so much devotion as self-preservation. The will to scram, turn tail, and run like hyenas. When Nam was a blood and guts reality, peace marches and moratoriums were part of the estate. Total strangers sat together at the power plant's gates to decry the dangers of nuclear fission. It was a spit in the face of authority and a snarl at the spinning one-eyed kaleidoscope that sat atop the paddy wagon. SDS held the mob together, a loosely knit band of rebels in rags that would wander off into the darkness if it were not for the bullhorn calling them back. Drawing them back together to orchestrate the plan. They protested everything from dormitory menus through Dow Chemicals' complicity in the war, never realizing whether it was all for one or one for all. We followed where they led like cattle to the slaughter. When Nixon invaded Cambodia, bank windows were smashed in Harvard Square. Police cars were overturned on the street corners. Shirtless samurai warriors in their war paint waved their flags of glory over trash cans of flame. Amidst holy hell, the stench wafted through the air. SWAT teams sat on their rooftops waiting for the orders to fire, but they dearly wanted to climb down. Until real bullets were fired, mayhem reigned. Rebels looking for reasons to rebel can easily find them when there are so many waiting to be found. Any reason is viable if enough people think it's sound. One leader with a bullhorn, many followers milling around. The leader spews the rhetoric while the followers pump their fists into the air. It's easy to put your faith in slogans with your mind's in a haze when the blood's running in your eyes and the mind clears right away. While followers get their head cracks, the leaders slip away. It was a clue that it was all for naught. It's easy to judge looking back, to condemn or commend what seemed to be right at the time. Middle-class radicals had their own sense of values because they couldn't stomach another lapse of faith. But age has a way of tempering passions, changing attitudes, tarnishing ideals, and turning the young man around. One day I realized what I feared most I'd become. That apathetic sad sack who gets all of the price increases passed on to him. I thought of what my father said, when you grow up, you'll come around. You'll see things in a different way when you have to earn your keep. When I look in the mirror, I see him behind me giving me the high sign. The only trump card to play is to stop consuming. Cut up the credit cards, tune out the advertisements, drop off the grill and be free of it all. You have to decline participation in the usurer's game. I have realized over the course of time that I have not been able to change the world. Instead, it's been able to change me. I've lost that radical edge if I ever had it. If I ever had it, it got dulled over the course of time.